Morning, everybody. Thursday, the 6th of September pre-market. I'll get started on your, well, I am started, but I'll start sending you out your morning call here within the next hour. However, I wanted to make a short lesson on Apple very quick because we had a trade in it this week that has stopped out, of course, now. But I want to point out something to you that I find quite alarming about FAPL. Given yesterday's action in the last 3 hours of trading. Uh, these horizontal lines that you see on this daily chart for Apple are important levels taken off the greater trends in the stock, and they go back to monthly charts, weekly charts. We're looking at daily charts, but these are greater trend numbers on Apple. So those are those lines that you're seeing right there. That, of course, the all-time high. This line down here, that August 16th panic low, this middle line runs back to important buy levels on a weekly or a monthly chart. That candle yesterday, that bear engulfing candle, is quite ominous. And as you can see, money stream that was so strong in Apple fell right through a trap door, completely through the multiple moving average set up the rope. And we're coming down now to test the 50-day moving average on Apple. We'll probably even see it sometime today, but I don't know how real that support's going to be, and I'll tell you why now. This all came up last night in a meeting I was having with some other traders and some people that invest in a private fund that I manage, and the reason we were having this discussion is because we trade Apple. But what I'm concerned about more than anything, what I want to bring your attention to, because I know a lot of you love this stock, is the volume yesterday in Apple. 83 million shares of Apple traded yesterday. That is the highest volume for all of 2007. If I start scrolling back, I don't know where in 2006 I'm going to find that kind of volume, but it's higher than the panic bottom of March. It's higher than the extreme bottom down at 111, where we all wish we could have bought Apple 3 weeks ago. I mean, that is just monster volume. And the point I want to make is, if you feel that was just the public selling the news on Apple, I think you are sadly delusional in that regard. The public doesn't have that type of ammunition. The public doesn't have those type of bullets to create that kind of volume in Apple. And it gets more disturbing if you look at it this way. Let's go over to an hourly chart on Apple. You can see the big ugly balance of power that started during the last 2 hours in Apple. That, of course, being when the big special event with Mr. Steve Jobs started. And afterwards, when people sold it down based on his news. But you want to know something? Here's 60 million shares of that 83 million yesterday in just the last 3 hours of Apple. Where's the biggest volume bar on Apple? It's in the hour leading up to and before the big news event. They were dumping the hell out of this before Mr. Jobs even opened his mouth. So I guess my warning to all of us as a group is, I think Mr. Jobs and his friends just took their iPhones and shoved it up our collective asses on Apple. I know a lot of you love this stock. I don't blame you. Apple has great products. It's very easy to be in love with Apple as a company. It's got great revenues. It's got great this. It's got great that. But that much volume at a top, and we were very close yesterday to the all-time high on Apple, is a tremendous warning sign that we've just been had. And you have to decide, in my mind, are you a trader in the stock of Apple, or are you an investor? Because if you're a trader, there's a very good chance that you might become a long-term bag holder in it if you don't take action soon. Look for support today on Apple down here around the 132.53 level for support, but the real fight's going to come in at Apple not until we get down to around 126. And after that, of course, there's the next line down in the 111s on Apple. My fear being for all of this that most of you probably bought in the 143 to 145 area. It could get quite painful if you don't exercise some discipline and manage your trade. I'm KingCAMBO. You can take it or leave it and smoke them if you got them with this information, but it's definitely something that I wish to put your attention on. That's how I roll pre-market on FAPL.